Hey, y'all know me dropping in to spread a little tea. And you know how we do it, so let's get right into it. If you have not seen part one, double back and watch the previous video. Let's get into it.
So after I had confronted him about if he was a little white circle thing addict, you know what I'm saying? He really came at me like, bro, are you serious? You ain't never seen me do that. Why would you accuse me of that? Are you crazy? You just listening to my baby mama, like you just listening to what people say. I was like, no, you actually put it in your songs. I was watching your interviews and you actually said you did it in your interviews, but when I asked you about it, you was like, nah, it was only for music. You ain't never really did nothing like that, right? So after we spent literally like 45 minutes going back and forth about how he didn't take no type of little circle white things, he finally admitted to it because I was ready to leave him. You know, when you be like right there ready to leave somebody, they finally kind of tell the truth, but like half the truth just to make you feel good. Narcissistic manipulation shit. He was like, yes, I take them. Yes, when I had went to go pick up them keys and that money, I didn't really pick up no keys and no money. I had picked up some circle white things. And I said, where are they? Because I had confronted him literally like a week later. Because you had picked up 13 of them. And, or maybe 10, I don't know. He gave him 130. So maybe they was $13 a piece. I don't know. Either way it go, I know he outpaid that man 130. And then he was like, I took them all already. I was like, dang, already? He was like, yes, I take 2 a day. Okay, cool. I'm off the problem. I'm off it because he just admitted to it. I said, don't do that around me. I don't want to be with no person like that. I'm not trying to judge people with their problems and their addictions and stuff. But me personally, I just don't want to be with a man that has that type of problem. I feel like I deserve better, you know? Anyway. After that happened, it all went downhill because I was still trying to stay with him, but I knew it was more lies to uncover. And I really didn't want to pay for the house by myself. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. And that bar and that song about I'm mad because you won't pay my bills. I'm mad you won't pay my bills because you said you was gonna pay my bills. That's what I'm mad. I'm not mad that you ain't doing it, baby. You know I got it. It's just I didn't sign up to do this on my own. So I feel like you should own up to what you said you was going to do. Like, be a man of your word and do what you said you was going to do. That's the only reason why I came on this app, because you start trying to control me. You was dangling money in my face to still stay around. It was like you knew I didn't want to be with you, but it was like, I'll pay your bills. I'll do this and that for you. I would never leave you stranded. I will always make sure bills is paid because that's what I said I was going to do. But then turn around and be like, who you sleeping with? Who you laying with? Who that dude you talking to? Why are you with another dude? Why is it so many men? All this stuff, like, is it gonna be a man at my house if I'm gonna be paying the bills? I ain't paying the bills for another man to stay there. That's cool and all, but I knew that was your manipulation of still trying to hold me. You know what I'm saying? But while we're at it, since I'm not continuing the story for real on this part 6, I want to address a couple of things. So I heard your brother was talking about me on Facebook. Is this the same brother you told me that stole from you? I just want to know before I clock him, because I know you got a whole bunch of them. I just want to know, is this the brother that you was talking about? Huh? I also heard your mama was on Facebook talking about me. I never met her a day in my life. You know why? What did you tell me? What did you tell me? Do you remember what you told me why you didn't want me to meet your mom? Huh? And Mom Dukes, if you even think to talk about me, not knowing who I am, I don't have no boundaries. I know everything about you too, baby. You know your son. You know your son gonna tell it. So don't come for me, baby, unless I send for you, because I'm going to clock you. Know that. And then you try to put in your song that I'm talking about your baby mama. Do you want me to post all the screenshots of you talking about your baby mama? You talked about your baby mama the whole relationship. You in love with that woman. At first, it was I didn't know who she was, but you know, true colors ended up showing throughout our relationship. You started off by saying you didn't even know nothing about her. It really was like a one-night stand type of thing, and then boom, baby happened. But then to come to find out, I'm over here finding pictures in my house of you and your baby mama, along with that Narcan spray. You know what I'm talking about. Let's clock it. I know you didn't know I was capable of coming to the internet and really putting it all out there. But at the same time, I don't feel bad. Because if you go low, I go to hell. And I know that's not the right thing to do. You want to talk about my Christianity. You want to talk about me being a godly woman. Let's talk about all the times you told me I was the reason you got closer to God. I was the reason that stuff started changing for the better for you. I'm the reason that life got good. You left everything in Florida because there was nothing for you. You didn't care about Mom Dukes. You didn't care about Pops. You didn't care about your brothers. You didn't care about them drama-fied friends, them homeboys that ain't got nothing going for them, the ones who always, don't sit on this app and then go try to make a diss track about me when I have all the ammunition. Don't do that, because I really be playing it cool. Think about what you do before you post it, because last night you posted on your Snapchat, you tried to be funny because somebody called me broke, and you tried to repost it. You called me out my name too. Know that. No, I'm going to get you back for that. No, I'm going to add in an extra screenshot for that one. I only decided to come to the internet because I felt like I wasn't being heard. I felt like you was trying to control me, and then you walked away from me and left me with all the bills. I felt like, okay, bet. Since I'm going to have to pay all the bills, I might as well tell my story. Because what am I getting out of not telling my story? Nothing but a whole bunch of bills. But anyway, child, Mama Bear, please don't try to come to the rescue for your son. I know that's your little cub, your little ninja turtle. I understand that. But we rode past your house, I don't know, like 10 times on Quail Lane, your mama house, his grandma house, and he didn't even come speak to you. He didn't even want to see you. We came all the way from Atlanta to Florida, and he didn't even want to see you. So, like, you coming to rescue for your son, but I know everything. The BBL, I know about it. I know it ain't a secret, but didn't he buy you that? Didn't he buy you a house? Didn't he buy you that car? Relax, Mom. Okay. That's what did it for me right there. Cause I didn't really listen to the whole thing. I just listened to the first part. It was hype. But then when you started saying all the stuff that you have and how you accomplished way more than me in your entire life, and it started making me think, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on here? I'm gonna get back to that at the end of this video. Let me finish my story real quick though. Once he told me he was gonna stop that little circle white thing, he didn't need it. He just did it for fun. He was bored or whatever. He started to kind of manipulate me into saying, well, I don't understand why you even care. It's not affecting you. You ain't never seen me take one. I never acted different on one. You don't even know when I am on one, right? He started the manipulation thing about, well, you drink. I don't say nothing when you drink. It'd be worse. There's so many people out here that's doing like 30 of them a day. Like, I only do 2 and da-da-da-da, right? Like, he started to make it a little problem. When I looked at it as, first of all, actually, when I first met you, do you do those things? And you told me no, that you only said that for music. It's a music thing. So that right there is just manipulation. But, you know, we passed the little white circle thing. He starts telling me, you know what? I'm not lying to you no more. That was the only thing I ever lied to you about. I promise you, I've been truthful from the beginning. And a part of me was like, this man's still lying in my face, because I know something was off with the card. I know something was off with the house, with the dog, with the cars. Like, I knew stuff was off. So the fact that he sat there in my face and told me that's the only thing I ever lied to you about, whatever, I'm going to uncover them while we continue our relationship. That's a red flag. See, God revealed to me a lot of red flags, and I kept ignoring them. But see, what God gonna do is continue to put them in your face, because if this person is not for you in his plan, he's gonna make sure he continues to show you that the man is not for you. Because he showed me in the beginning when he told me he was 24. He showed me in the beginning when he lied to me about his age. Like, if you lie to me about your age and you lie to me about your name, I should have never even dealt with you. I should have never dealt with you when I had a standard and principles about I didn't want to deal with a baby mama drama. But that's on me. This is why I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. Then I sat and I was just thinking, I was about to drop the screenshots, right, of how he talked down on his BM and just a lot of stuff that would have affected other people's lives. And I thought, like, I didn't want to do that, because at the end of the day, he still has a child, and I don't want her to grow up like, you know, spiteful of him because of the way he was. I wish I never, you know, all the stuff that he was saying about old girl. I'm not gonna do that, because they still have a life to live, right? After going through that phone, I seen that I'm gonna just keep it brief because I was gonna go into detail, but I don't want to assassinate this man character. I guess I already did. I guess I already put out so much information that it made him look, it showed his true colors, but God gonna reveal that to other people. If anybody else want to deal with him, his family, his friends, any relationships, God gonna show them what they need to if he don't change himself. I can't change him.
Honey, he played you from the beginning. Don't hold back. Don't try to save him. Don't try to not assassinate his character. That's the problem with us women. We get involved with these men who do us wrong, and then at the end of the relationship, we still have some type of empathy for them. That's because of the way we are built. But honey, let's air him out.
I don't know why me putting this out was making me feel better. I guess it was because I wanted to tell my side of the story, and I wanted to kind of put out all the red flags that I ignored and missed, thinking that I was going to help the next person. But really, he still got a life to live, and I'm not trying to be the one to destroy it. My whole goal wasn't to ruin your life. Even though you left me with all these bills when you told me that you would never do nothing like that, it's okay because you don't stop my motion. God gonna make sure I have a way to pay for these bills. I'm good. He been blessed me 10 times because he knew that I was gonna end up in a situation like this, and I didn't think about that before. I always wondered how I was able to quit my full-time job and go full-time content creation, and then I just started getting all these brand deals, all these opportunities to be an actress, to work with A&P, to be like on top. I've always had those opportunities, and it's because God knew I was going to end up in this situation. So the fact that he's still giving me abundance, and I'm using my platform that he gave me to kind of put down another person, that's not who I am. So I'm gonna wrap this part 7 up with a couple of points to clear a couple of things up, but I'm not gonna post no screenshots because the screenshots would end him. After going through his phone, the cars were rented, was not his. I remember one day he told my brother, I got my cars wrapped, because my brother was watching him and was like, yo, you just had a blue C8. He was like, yeah, I got it wrapped. So it's like, not only was he lying to me, he was lying to my family, and that's just insane. He lied about the house. Man, your friend helped you with a place to stay for the time being of when you got kicked out. I don't know if you got kicked out or not. I don't have no proof of that. But baby mama tell me you got kicked out of the last house that you was in because you used a fake name. But the fact that you had a homeboy that let you stay in his house until you found a new place to stay, but you down talked him as if that was an annoying friend that wouldn't leave your house, like, that's wrong. You're dead as wrong. This man even went to the extent to put that man on the phone to tell me that was his house. Like, you can ask him right now. He'll even tell you that this is my house. So the fact that you got your friend to even lie for you just tells me more how much you're willing to go and how far you're willing to go to manipulate me. But this is how God works. In the mix of your friend lying for you, he said, I stay by myself. The only people that stay with me is me and my dog. I'm like, hold on. This is what the friend is telling me on the phone, that it's just me and my dog here. So I'm like, oh, okay. So in the mix of you lying to me, you just revealed the truth to me. So that dog that he said was his since it was a baby is really your dog. So that's why I said God just works in mysterious ways, and I'm not really trying to assassinate this man's character, but I just want to end this by saying everything that this man has told me from the beginning has been a lie. And while I'm trying to work on my relationship with God and become more of a woman of God, because I know there are things that, even this series, I know it was my truth, and I know in my heart that I want to get the truth out, but I also knew what it could do to him. And that's wrong for me, because I'm not trying to assassinate this man's character. This man went on Snapchat and told stories of what happened to me about me being SA'd as a younger girl. Like, he went that far, and it just made me think I could keep going low, because when somebody go to low, I go to hell, and I don't need to do that. I was gonna keep going with all the parts. It was gonna be about 20 parts, but it's like, this man has already affected me a lot. It's not my job to tell y'all who he really is, because God is going to reveal that to anybody he deals with if he don't change himself. My job to tell y'all who he really is, because God is going to reveal that to anybody he deals with if he don't change himself. He is a kind person. Yes, when he's not off them little things, he is very, very nice. But he is a pathological liar. But let me just be 100% transparent here. I knew he was lying about a lot of stuff the whole time, and I still decided to still stay with him. That's something I gotta look in the mirror and I gotta deal with myself, because I seen the signs. I knew the red flags. It wasn't like I was just oblivious. I knew what was going on, and I still was trying to see the good in him. But it was so much chase mail coming to my house. It just accidentally got open. I don't know how it got open, but it was just open. You know what I'm saying? And it had so many lists. It was so many insufficient transactions. It was just like, wow, like this man is trying to pretend to be somebody he's not. And it was rubbing me the wrong way, because it's like, you don't have to lie to me about who you used to be. It's not who you are no more. Like, and I always supported him, like with any and everything that he did. I was gonna post the screenshots of all the insufficient transactions. I was gonna post the bank statement. I was gonna go solo, but I'm not. I'm just gonna tell what I saw, and I'm gonna end it at that. To the mama, I'm gonna apologize to you, because you raised him, so I knew that you would go to Facebook and call me out my name. I don't know you, never met you, but I'm a bitch, right? So I apologize for even trying to come at you, because I don't know you. And for the brother, I don't know you either, but you went straight to Facebook talking about me. I didn't even mention you. But to me, it also made me think, oh, this is just what y'all do. This is y'all family. This is exactly what he said. Florida's so dramified. Quail Lane so dramified. It was just showing me exactly what he was saying. So I'm gonna leave y'all out of it. But don't come for me if I don't send for you, child. But what the last straw for me was, because I know a lot of people keep asking me, what was the last straw? So I started getting opportunities to work with AMP, to work with actors and stuff, right? So I'm posting me doing skits with them and all, and he started sending me screenshots of people talking about me being a bot, being basically gonna be greased by an African dude. Like, it was like so many negative screenshots he was sending me, and he was like, look what everybody's saying about you, right? Come to find out, he made up those screenshots. He was texting himself, making up things, saying bad things about me, then sending it to me as if other people were saying this stuff. That is psycho. That's delusional. You're trying to hurt me and you're trying to harm me, but then you're trying to play like, who's saying this stuff about my girl? You made that about me. That is sick. Like, I could keep going and going and going, but I'm gonna end it off by saying this. You said you accomplished way more than I did in my entire life, like cars, money, shoes, all that, but what do you have to show for what you used to do? For real. And what you mean by you bought hoes? I don't know what that means. I don't know nothing about that. Graduated high school, top 10% of my class. Got a full ride scholarship to a D1 college. Then got my bachelor's degree in college, along with clothes, money, shoes. You know what? Part 8, part 9, part 10, part 11, part 12. I think we on that. I'm sorry. At this point, I need to stop. I'm still being manipulated and not even knowing it. I'm over here thinking I'm ruining his life, and he still got to live, and his family's calling him sad and arguing, but you still going. You still manipulating me. You still lying. You still trying to win. And I'm sorry. I am going to continue my series. Yeah. Because it was getting good. It was getting so good, I felt bad for even thinking about telling y'all everything. But now I feel bad for thinking about stopping this shit. What the hell? This man really, real deal, just text my phone threatening me, talking about some its consequences and repercussions for your actions. Sorry, sir, are you trying to put a belt to my ass, or what are you trying to do? So in the beginning, when I first met him, I was calling him the name that he told me his name was. So this is me calling me the name he said it was, and this is him answering, right? This is another screenshot of me calling him the name he said his name was, and this is him answering. So y'all remember when I was telling y'all that I got on the phone with his BM and she was telling me everything about him? She was like, he tried to get me to get a house in my name, but I wasn't going for it. And then she was like, he got kicked out of his old house because he was using a fake name. She told me the fake name that he was using. I'm going to get to that at the end because it all makes sense in the end. So I'm like, there's no way I'm about to move in with somebody who's doing all this. Also, me calling him the name he told me. But this is what he was basically saying about how she's a liar. Same way I'm a liar, right? So when we had got together, he put his mom on the phone and she didn't even know I was right there. But he wanted me to hear her basically back him up. And mama was backing him up. Mama was like, yeah, she this, she that. She just jealous. She just mad because everything she have. I don't even know why she sat on the phone with that girl. All she do is lie. She's young and dumb. She was saying a whole bunch of stuff about BM. And I was like, oh, so maybe BM is bitter. Maybe BM is lying. So I believed everything he told me like a dumbass. Anyways, after I went through his phone and I kind of seen a lot of the truths, I kind of held it in because I'm the type to like not confront him about anything until I have all the evidence. So we lived a normal life. We was actually in love. We was happy. We was in the house, playing house, and damn near making TikToks every day. So I mentioned that I was bored to him a couple of times and that I wanted to go out and do something. He was like, bro, money good. What do you want to do? My card is on your phone. Go do what you want to do. Don't let me stop you. Right? My card on your phone. He's like, do you want to go on a shopping spree? Do you want me to go buy you something? I know you like to go shopping. Mind you, I love to go shopping on my own, but he did not like that I was spending my money. Like, he would always be like, stop spending money. Use my money. Use my money. Like, I'm like, I'm good. I got my own money. So he took me to Sephora one time. He bought me some perfume. He bought me like some facial stuff. Like, it came up to like $180. Like, and he bought it. Correct. He bought it. So when we got back home or whatever, it was one day I decided that I wanted to go through his phone. And when I went through his phone, I seen in his email that he got an email notification that said something about a balance being below a certain point. This the same Chase card that was on my phone. So I couldn't wait for him to leave that house. I was going through that computer. I'm going through that computer because I want to know what's in your bank account. I'm sorry, I'm a little nosy. So I looked at that email and this is what I seen. Your account is overdrawn, negative $171. The same card that's on my phone. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I never wanted to say nothing to him about it because one, I didn't want him to know I was going through that email, and I didn't want him to know that I knew that he wasn't having like he said he was. We're gonna get back to the Chase stuff, because since he want to record all that money on social media, know that I got another screenshot for that. Don't ever say I'm lying, because I keep my receipts. So one day, I heard him on the phone with the bank, and he disputed the hotel from when he got it for me in Miami. Remember when we got 2 rooms, y'all? Remember when he was like, I got your own room. You ain't got to worry about us being in the same room or whatever. He disputed the other room, saying that it wasn't him. This was another red flag that I did not mention. Before he had moved here, he was hanging out with his homeboys or whatever, and he had bought one of them a plane ticket because the car was so full, somebody needed to ride on the plane. So he was like, don't worry about it, I got it. And he never went. He never took the plane, which was cool and all. But I was with him when he disputed the charge, right? He was like, I never went on that plane and they charged me anyway, and I never booked the flight, whatever. So I never thought nothing of it because he didn't go on the flight. But I didn't think that this man pay for stuff and then dispute his charges. Like, that didn't make sense for a dude who be having, right? For a rapper, like, it just wasn't making sense to me. Anyway, back to the story. I know I'm all over the place, but I fucked it up because I was ending it in the last part, but now I'm not ending it. Anyways, we have his daughter for the first time, and it's my first time meeting his child, right? I got so excited because he was like, I told BM not to send her with nothing because I got it and stuff. Like, I don't know, they had their own little problems when it came down to the baby bag. I don't know. But I took her on a shopping spree. I was so excited to take this girl on a shopping spree because I was just like, oh my God, I'm playing mommy. Like, so to ease my mind, because I would be like, dang, like, I'm really like playing mommy and stepmom, I would come bring it to him like, I don't really think I'm comfortable with this baby mama stuff. And he would send me messages like this. This is how he would make me feel better, by basically telling me he don't know this girl and he wish he never had a child with her and all of that stuff. Like, this is manipulation stuff to make me feel good. Taking accountability, Kia. I was wrong for even believing this. Like, you're literally talking down on the mother of your child. And I took it as, it's okay, he don't really know his baby mama, Kia. Now, at this point, I have no issue with BM at all. I'm actually talking to her. Anything that has to do with her child, because she's here, she's talking through me. I'm sending her pictures like she's good, she's okay. He did not like the fact that we were texting. Like, stop talking to this girl. Leave her alone. That's all she want to do. She want to be a part of this. She want to control the situation. I don't talk to her, dude, so don't talk to her. So I ended communication with his BM because he did not want me to talk to her at all. So yeah, it's time for us to take his daughter back to Florida, y'all. So we taking his daughter back to Florida, right? And in my head, if you already have a house in Florida, because remember, he said he had a house there, and the lease wasn't up around this time, so it wasn't like you didn't live there no more. Your name should still be on that house. That still should be your house. Why are we going to a hotel when we should go to the house that's yours? So we riding through Florida or whatever, and we pull up to this house, and he don't remember this, but when we was on FaceTime, I asked him to give me a tour of his house, and he showed me the outside of his house. It was like this garden in the front, and he was like, I did this. It was the same garden when we pulled up to this house. So I'm like, this is the house. And to confirm in my head, on Father's Day, I remember sending him gifts on Father's Day. I gave him edible arrangements, and I was like, Happy Father's Day, because nobody did nothing for him for Father's Day. So as his girlfriend, I know he's a father. I sent him something for Father's Day. This is why he was living in Florida. And he gave me the address to send it to, which is his address. We pull up to the same address that I sent the edible arrangements to. He goes in the house, and I'm just sitting in the car like, why are you not inviting me in the house if this is your house? Now, he don't remember or don't know that I'm putting all this together. This is the same house that you said was yours. But whatever. We go to the hotel that we have. After we leave the hotel, we go home. I'm starting to get real agitated. I'm really just over this whole thing. I start to confront him about the house. I'm like, dude, this house is the same house, the same address that you gave me. And the craziest thing is, when he pulled up to the house, I got a notification on my phone that such and such just arrived home. You know when you add somebody's address on your phone, when he give it to you, like it was like when we pulled up, I got a notification. This was his house. It got to the point where I kind of was like over our relationship. Like I just didn't want to be around him once I seen that he was lying about a lot of stuff. Once I went through that phone, I was just like, something not right. And I was telling him, I don't feel the same about you. So he would go to Florida sometimes. Like he wouldn't even be at the house. Like he didn't feel comfortable being at the house. So he would go to Florida, and he'll go to that house because I'll get a notification. And I confronted him about the house situation. And he was like, bruh, what are you talking about? I have my own house. I stay by myself. What you mean? I'm finna put him on the phone. So he puts the dude that he's staying with on the phone. And the dude actually says, yes, this is his house. He was like, we stay in the same neighborhood. He just be over here sometimes because my house is open to all my friends, you know? He was like, the only one who stay here is me and my dog, Onyx. Onyx is the same dog he said that he told sit, and he was like, sit, and he wasn't sitting. The dog name is Onyx. So the dude on the phone yapping about how, oh yeah, he got his own house and we just stay in the same neighborhood or whatever. He's telling me the whole time that the dog that's been at the house is his. But not knowing the whole time me and him been on FaceTime when he was living in Florida, that was the dog that was living at his house. I'm over here like, who the fuck did I marry part one? This is literally, I feel like I'm living a Risa Tisa story, but I'm literally living in it. Like I'm in it right now. So then I mentioned, I was like, well, your BM told me that one day that you do stay with somebody else. And he was like, I only told her that so she don't put me on child support. And I don't want her to know where I stay because she could put me on child support if she know I got the cars, if she know I got the house. So of course my baby mama gonna tell you that because that's what I made her believe. And then the dude on the phone was like, bro, that girl dramified. Like they was all in cahoots about telling me about BM. So I start believe, well, I ain't gonna say I believed it at this point because now I'm like, this shit is fishy. So while he's in Florida, it's chase mail coming to the house, and I'm starting to see multiple chase mail coming. And I don't know, like I said, it was just open on the counter one day, like it was just sitting there, and I decided to peek and look at what was coming in.
Well, guys, that's all the commentary I have for now. As always, thanks for watching. I will talk to you shortly. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I upload a video. Don't forget to support your Black-owned businesses. Visit ours in the link below.